Hi there.
One.
Hello there. Wait, do like wrote it and like did not read like I have not done a run through. I just want to talk about Pokemon, y'all. Hello, my name is Drosne, and welcome to Drosne's Castle. So, I actually played through the entirety of Pokemon Scarlet on my Switch 1. Then, somebody, an angel, gifted me Pokemon Violet, and I played through that entire game on my Switch 2. And I thought to compare both of them, I would catch all the Paradox forms in Scarlet. I kind of already did that, but I'm gonna pretend I didn't. I'm gonna edit this bit out. And I am gonna catch all the Paradox forms in Pokemon Scarlet on my Switch 1. And then catch all the Paradox forms in Violet on my Switch 2. To kind of, literally go from the past to the future. So, let's go.
Hello there. So I'm just going to give you some preamble. It's the next day, and I am recording over the footage that you're about to see because the footage I captured from Pokemon Scarlet dates all the way back to 2022. So I am going to be giving you my recent reactions, my live modern reactions to me catching these Pokemon all the way back then. And I'm going to be giving you the same thing but more recent for the Violet captures. So you're going to be seeing this cute little face, give you a little backstory on each one of these Pokemon, and just give you details and comparisons as to what I noticed are the differences between the Switch 1 and Switch 2 versions of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So let's go. So getting into this, you can see, you can already see the Switch 1 cracks starting to show. Like, the character models are not even fully fleshed out until you literally encounter Jigglypuff. And you're going to see here, like, I fast forwarded for a little bit, and because, but you can see Jigglypuff was like low poly, only a few feet away. Like, it's so crazy. You're even going to see now in battle, the model can like switch from low poly to high poly, and that just happens a lot on the Switch 1, aside from the frame rate being terrible. Look now, low poly model in battle. That's insane to me. Honestly though, from playing Violet on the Switch 2, I do not remember the game actually running this well. Like, yes, I can see the low poly Screamtail in the back right now.
What'd I do?
He's moving. Like, I thought it was genuinely, oh, okay, yeah, I was literally gonna say I thought it was worse, and then now the footage of this looks so crunchy. This looks so bad. Oh god. I'm so sorry that to everyone who paid $60 for this game. I'm apologizing to me and everyone like me who bought this game around launch, and this is what we got. I'm so sorry to every Pokemon fan that was scammed by this game. Oh geez, like, I didn't know that this is what I was. Was it this bad? Was it this bad? Girl, I can see the pixels from here. Oh geez. Oh god, that animation. Okay, this not being in 60 FPS, you guys, is actually quite jarring. It's quite jarring. It's This is so weird to look at too, because I'm like looking back in the past, literally, because I'm catching all the past Paradox forms on old hardware in 2022. Like, I'm literally looking back at my past right now, and this, I don't remember it looking this crunchy. Like, is this nostalgia goggles for 2022? I don't know. But on to the Pokemon though. This is one of my favorite Paradox forms because Salamence is one of my favorite Pokemon. And when Salamence got a Mega Evolution in Gen 6, that was the tea for me. That was what solidified my love for that Pokemon. I caught a Bagon in Gen 7. Remember when you could do the SOS battles and you catch a Bagon really early, and you could catch a level 10 Salamence really early as well if you keep SOSing? I really tried to do that just so I could have an early Salamence. I never did it. But I did SOS hunt for a shiny Bagon and never got one. So that was fun. Anyway. Now we have Sandy Shocks. This one was a short one and also really hard to see from like that's the shiny. Did not even notice that was the shiny.
What I do?
Like the shiny was on screen. Had no idea. That's how hard it is to know. Oh, yeah, there's the shiny. Had no idea. Had no idea. I was literally in full shock. Not my golden. So I love that I had a golden Sableye to catch this technically golden Sandy Shocks. It is gold. It just doesn't look like that with the lighting. Like the lighting in this area of Area Zero specifically, even in the update, it's so hard to see Sandy Shocks and Iron Treads, which is also in this area, and Iron Moth, which is also in this area. To see the shinies of those three Pokemon is really hard. Like I'm surprised I even found this Pokemon as quickly as I did. Like look at him. He's so cool looking though. The idea that he's called Sandy Shocks because all those spikes are literally just sand that is magnetized to his magnets. Love it. Love it. Love this Pokemon. Love the concept. I didn't say this for Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is actually one of my favorite Pokemon, which is why I caught Screamtail first. I love that they made the Paradox Swarm off of Jigglypuff and not Wigglytuff, even though it did upset me finding out that the Paradox Forms cannot evolve. So I could not get a past form of Wigglytuff. Like I was hoping for like a really huge gorilla-sized like Wigglytuff, really strong attack, really fast, like evolution, and all we didn't even get any. So like even with Miss Magius, a past form of Miss Magius, girl. I'm even gonna put up some concept art that I found really cool of a past form Miss Magius. And honestly, what else did we miss out on? We missed on past form Miss Magius. We missed out on past form Wigglytuff. We missed out on, I don't think any of the other ones get evolutions, do they? Well, except for Salamence who has a Mega Evolution, but I don't think we're going to get Mega Evolved Paradox Forms. But who knows? That would be a cool concept. Like, we're getting Mega Evolution in Pokemon Champions, but if we get Mega Evolved Paradox Forms in Pokemon Champions, who knows? That would be a cool thing to have, though. I like that idea. Also, this Fluttermane section is very long because I think I caught, like, 6 of them. Because I don't know if you guys remember this method, so if you're not aware of this, I'm glad that I'm sharing this, but if you go into Area 0 and make a ghost type sandwich during the day and then go into Area 0, and then once you do, you're going to see that there's no other spawns in this area aside from shiny Fluttermane, because there's no ghosts showing up. So it'll only show shinies, and basically all I did was run around this like empty area until I kept finding more and more shiny Fluttermane. And so many spawn. So many of these spawn. I maybe want to do this hunt again and just give away some shiny Fluttermanes. Who knows? If you guys want that to happen, comment below. But wow, this is a long section. Is this number? I think this is like number 5. And this isn't the last of the Fluttermanes either. Yeah, there's another one. I think this is number 6. This is the 6th one. And don't come at me for using quick balls, okay? After like number 3, I stopped caring about what ball these things were gonna be in. Like I didn't even know for the longest time. Oh, okay, that was the 6th one. I didn't even know for the longest time that people didn't like catching shinies in like quick balls. I thought I was being smart and clever. I was like, wait, why is no one catching them in quick balls? It's so easy. And then all of my shinies were in quick balls, and I realized, oh, they're not. So it's kind of a combination of shinies not being so special anymore, especially in the Gen 9 era and Gen 8 era. Shinies are not so special anymore after Arceus and Scarlet, so I guess now we have to put them in a special ball just to heighten the rarity and specialness of them. Because if they're all in quick balls, then like it just takes away the specialness. And I have a lot of shinies. I have too many, in fact. I have boxes of shinies just from Gen 9. So yeah, I feel like I understand it now, but back when I started using quick balls, in this time, I thought I was clever. I was like, holy shit, let me always use quick balls. And then I found out that's not the way. And can we talk about Slitherwing for a sec? Because Volcarona and who's the other one? Phanpy's Evolution. Forgot the name of Phanpy's Evolution. I'm sorry. I don't have a Rolodex of every single one in my head. I just know Phanpy's Evolution gets 2 Paradox forms as well as Volcarona. And this is one of the Paradox forms I thought was really creative, because I don't think any of the future ones are creative. I'm sorry. They just took Pokemon and put metal coating over them and called it a day. In this case, I love the fact that they made Volcarona into a fighting bug. What was that? What's going on? Oh, it's just moving fast. I thought the game was glitching out. But like, look at him. A giant fighting bug that looks menacing. Like that bug looks like it could throw hands and deck you with fighting moves. And I love that like this is our fighting bug type. Like we have a fighting bug type and it's a Volcarona. It's so cute. It moves around like it looks menacing though. Like completely and utterly menacing. But I love it so much. And then we get the inverse of this, which is a special attacking fire type Iron Moth Sentry flying around thing in the future, but we'll get to her. But these Pokemon, I just love that. I wish every Pokemon was like this and not just two of them. Like I wish every Paradox form gave us two forms. Like, cause look at this. Like we get two forms of this beautiful giant elephant Pokemon, which the name of which still eludes me. And look, there he is. I love the shiny for this one so much. I love any shiny in this game that is just strikingly different from its base color because it's easier to find. And like look at the contrast between the two. I love it. I love the colors. It makes him look more like a ground type. I'm into it. I'm very into it. Oh no, not him fainting my Espathra. Why was I using an Espathra? I feel like I was just trying to I was trying to level up my Espathra, that's why. Level 36. And then I send in my Slowbro. What was I doing? I was literally catching shinies and trying to level them up by catching other shinies. That's how deep into shiny hunting I was in 2022. Not that I've calmed down, but like, damn, girl. Like, literally, that's a shiny Flittle I just caught. I remember catching that. That Camerupt I just caught too at that time. And now I'm just, wow. I'm literally, that Wattrel was a full odds. I'm gonna make because I have footage for all of these, by the way, so I'm gonna make a video about that soon. Don't worry, but I will make a video about it. But yeah, I just oh, this is me showing him off. I caught him. Look at that. Look at the resolution.
Ew.
Oh, at least the tusks don't look as bad as Screamtail's low poly model. Like, I can tell that the non-shiny in the battle with me is a little low poly, but like this is no way. I think this is the second Slitherwing. Yeah, because I did a Slitherwing hunt again, and I also did a second yeah, there's the second Slitherwing. I think this is the same sandwich, actually. This is the same day, same sandwich. I didn't want to waste, because I think I caught Great Tusk pretty quickly into the sandwich, and now I'm getting another Slitherwing to not waste, because I don't like wasting food. I'm African. We don't like wasting food.
What would you do if there was a child right in front of you?
Ooh. Oh, this is before. No, this is not the same sandwich because my Flittle is not evolved. Not me putting this out of order. Not me putting this out of chronological order after literally sifting through 615 30-second clips of all of my Scarlet shiny hunts. Just Scarlet. And this is how I caught all this footage, by the way. I don't have a capture card. So this is me capturing 30 seconds of footage from my Switch 1 and copying it directly from my Switch 1 to my PC, because you can do that if you connect it via USB-C cable. You can do that. And literally sorting through 615 30-second clips just to get you these Paradox clips out of that first. And then I sorted out every other Pokemon I caught in there and by date and everything. So there will be a video about my shiny hunting journey from the beginning of Scarlet and Violet until now. And oh, there we go. There he is. The master color Pokemon ball Pokemon. The Pokeball Pokemon himself. Master colored. Master ball colored. Why can't I speak? You would think that I'm encountering this shiny now with how nervous I am. Like, this is so cool that I actually got footage for all of this, because at the time I did want to be a YouTuber in 2022. I was just in uni at the time and really did not think that this was something viable for me, and now here I am finally following my dreams. And oh, look, another Brute Bonnet. Forgot that I caught multiple of those, and I caught it in a repeat ball. You're welcome, you quick ball haters, because I know you will be out there and I know you will be commenting, you quick ball haters. But look at that. That was a repeat ball for a Brute Bonnet. And you're going to see those more. You're going to see more of those repeat balls Oh, look at me showing them off. Give him a little wash. Looking at his design a little closer, because like this is Switch 1 footage. They really tried, I guess, when you're close up to the Pokemon to make it look really nice and cool. Like they gave them textures. They tried to make it seem like cool, and they gave them animations. Like they really were trying. I just feel like they were not given enough time to flesh out everything they wanted to flesh out, because what I saw from this game was a game that was rushed, not a game that was lazily made. Far from it. I think these people wanted to do so much. They just didn't have the resources to do so. Also, yes, this is my second Flutter main. This is me running around this empty barren land during the day with a ghost sandwich until one of them shows up. Bam! Pops into existence. My green and orange girly with the white strip. Sorry about that. Wow, why am I using a fucking Gible in this fight? Am I just? Is that real? So I... You used Dig? What did you use Dig for? What was I doing? Why was I trying to... What was my plan with this Gible? To torture him? There's no way I think this is the level up situation if I'm making him use Dig. What was I doing? Please comment what you think I was doing, because I don't know. I think I'm weakening her. I thought I was trying to kill her because I had too many. And that was a critical catch? Girl! Yes, honey, yes. And that was the final Scarlet Pokemon. Look at their frame rate jump. This already looks so much smoother, not just because I chose a smoother clip to insert here, but this already looks so much smoother. This is the Switch 2 footage that I captured for Pokemon Violet. We are jumping into the future, baby. And our first hunt is Iron Bundle. Where's Iron Bundle? Where's she at? Where's she at? This is also one of my favorite hunts because, as I said before, I love a Pokemon that's starkly different from the rest. And look at this. Silver and blue, contrasting the red and blue from the regular color. Love it. Hate that all the shinies are the same, though. Hate that so much. Every single shiny in Violet is exactly the same. They all just become plain chrome. Why? I'm pretty sure some lore YouTuber has explained why they're all just chrome, but I hate that. And the Paradox forms for Scarlet will always be goated. They will always be better. I know this is an old sentiment, but I'm saying it again because I don't understand why people bought Violet. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. There's no creativity here. And look at that. It's in a Premier Ball. Okay, I did not use a lot of Quick Balls. Thank past me for using balls that are not Quick Balls. I genuinely thought that I would just be like excusing the fact that I'm constantly using Quick Balls because I used a lot. Like if I'm looking back at all my shinies right now, I'll put in a clip here. A lot of them are in Quick Balls. Especially ones I didn't care about. Like there's some Pokemon that I've caught twice. Like I have 2 Skiddos, I have multiple Flutter mains, as you saw. I have multiple Great Tusk. It's just for the ones that I have multiple of, girl, I don't care. I just want you in my box, in my team. I just want you in my box. Oh, I think I have multiple Iron Bundle too. Not me just like talking to you and completely forgetting that there's footage in the back. I'm supposed to be giving you insight into the differences between these two games, and I feel like I've covered the main differences really. Like they didn't change much, and I think that's the point I'm actually trying to illustrate. They didn't change much, and the fact that they changed so little, and that little bit they changed, for me, changed everything. Like look at how much smoother this is. I feel like, because this is still 30 FPS footage because the Switch 2 doesn't give me 60 FPS footage for some reason, and I'm still just capturing off the console itself. Nintendo fixed this. But look at how much smoother this is, I feel, in comparison. Like, I feel like I'm not seeing as many jagged lines. All the way in the back, they're still full models and moving at like full frame rate as well. Like, I love it. It looks so cool. It looks so good. I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. Also, wait, I can hear my roommates in the back. Let me pause. And we're back, and we're back, and we're back with Iron Bundle. Look at this girl Tina, girl vibe, girl boss. Oh, and another Premier Ball. Let's go. Okay, I I don't know where this idea in my head that I was only catching these in quick balls became so prominent. But it's, I don't know, for me it's something important now, what ball the Pokemon is in. Now it's something important to me in my life now. Another one?
Another one.
How many of these did I get? Is most of this future part just me catching Iron Bundle? I don't even know which one this is. Is this like my fourth one? Do one of you want this Iron Bundle? If you want this Iron Bundle, comment below. I will trade it to you. I do not need this many. I just need 2 of them. I need 1 for my box and 1 for me to actually use in battle. So like, if you want this Iron Bundle, let me know. Hit a bitch up. Oh, wait. If I use a netball for this... Oh, I'm keeping her. And that's a critical catch, yeah. See, I'm not setting away that one. The one in the netball, I'm keeping that one. I'm setting away the Premier Ball one, but I'm keeping her. And she's, did I catch it? So now I'm catching the future version of Great Tusk. Or maybe is this the second Iron Treads I have? I shouldn't have 2 of these. I think I just have 1 Iron Treads. But I think, yeah. So by the way, to illustrate my point again at how the past forms are goated, look at this bitch. This is just the exact same Pokemon with metal over it. And they made it look arguably worse because they made him round in a way that isn't cute, because roundness is usually associated with cuteness, and they made him round and rotund in a way that isn't appealing for the design. I feel like they're trying to go with cool and cute, and in some aspects of it, it's working. I just feel, I don't know, the past form is literally just trying to be cool looking, and it executes the prompt of cool fighting type ground elephant Pokemon. This thing, I guess, sells the idea that yes, it is a tire, it rolls around, it's fast. Good for you. And this one is so egregious. This is just a Hydreigon. They changed nothing. Literally, they changed nothing. And on the Switch 1, mind you, the frame rate of this thing is so jarring because look at its movement. Its movement is very robotic, right? But at full frame rate, at full 30 FPS, it looks normal, like it looks like it's intended, right? On the Switch 1, when the frame rate drops and you see that robotic movement, it looks like just a low frame rate Hydreigon from a distance. And it doesn't look different to me. Like I could send a Hydreigon and an Iron Jugulus out together and I would not be able to tell the difference on a Switch 1 if I am like 5 meters away in game. Like it is so egregious how they literally just took a Pokemon, spray painted chrome over it, and said, this is the future form, bye, see you later. And okay, and thankfully Iron Valiant shut up now because I don't want to be dogging on this constantly. But Iron Valiant is at least where they tried a little bit to be a tiny bit creative because they fused together 2 inspirations here, Gardevoir and Gallade, in one Pokemon. With, I feel some elements from the Mega Evolution, but I don't think so. But it feels menacing and empowering like the Gallade Mega Evolution with those blade arms. And the fact that it has, and it can create a blade with the 2 of them. Oh, it's so cool. Love this future form. Love it so much. Because it's the only one that I feel that's actually creative. Excuse me. And I caught that one in a repeat ball too. Sorry I keep burping into the mic. Apologize my grossness. I am still a man.
You need to leave.
And unfortunately... Oh wow, look at me. It's showing off. So this Pokemon, I wasn't kidding, is actually one of my favorites. And I use it now constantly to catch every single other shiny Pokemon. And it has a mark. Iron Valiant the Sociable. I didn't point this out. I have a rare mark Pokemon, an Applin. I'm gonna make a video about that Applin soon because I did the shiny hunt method where you go into Lag Tree Thicket. Tag Tree Thicket, sorry. Where you go into Lag Tree Thicket and you try and catch the Applin by running into the tree multiple times with a dragon sandwich until the green apple falls. And I did that over and over and over and over until I finally got 2 shiny Applin because I wanted one to evolve into the big pie and the other one into the flying apple, and then I think I got a third one when the DLC for Kitakami came out, so that I could get the syrup apple version, Hydrapple. That's the one I know the name of. And Hydrapple, I think, is one of my favorite new shinies outside of Archaludon, because he turns into a candied apple. Like, it's just so cool. Like, it's just such a cute idea. He turns into a candied apple, and the syrup becomes gold instead of red, and his move color actually changes as well because he has a move that involves that syrup. I love it. Oh, I hope this section isn't over yet because I don't want to glaze over Iron Moth. Iron Moth gives and eats. Oh, my Magmortar! I gave him Grass Terra because I run him as like a, what's it called? Solar Beam? Not Solar Beam. I run him as a Sunny Day. He's my Sunny Day setup because I love double battles, and I love the DLC, the Blueberry Academy DLC, because it's all double battles. So he's my setup for Sun, so I made him Grass type so that he can use Solar Beam, and he's also my special attacker. But sorry to gloze over Iron Moth so quickly, but Iron Moth, I think, is my second favorite of these Paradox forms, because I feel Volcarona is just one of my favorite Pokemon, and for them to make Volcarona literally a sentry that goes around like killing people, at least I think that's what the Pokedex entry said, but it's a sentry of some kind. It's like surveillance of some kind, and it looks really cool. And it's poison fire, I think, which is also really cool. And I don't know, I just like the Pokemon. I just like him. I like him. He's a little guy, just a little guy. And finally, one of my brother's favorite Pokemon, Tyranitar. When he got a future form, I fell out, because not only do I love it when my own Pokemon like get representation, I love it when the people in my life who I love get their Pokemon represented. And my one brother loves Lugia, loves Tyranitar, so I love that Tyranitar got a new form. And Lugia, I guess, also is a Pokemon with a form that I like. And also that concludes everything, by the way. That concludes it all. Just to mark here, that concludes all of my Pokemon being caught. But what was I saying? Yes, I love it when Pokemon get represented, Pokemon that I love, but I love it more when it's people who I love who get their Pokemon represented. And my brother getting that Tyranitar just made me so happy, and I hope Lugia gets another cool form, because Lugia is his favorite legendary. So aside of a shadow form for Lugia, I hope Lugia gets some love in the future. Maybe a Johto remake, a revisit to Johto something. But also for my other brother, he loves Jigglypuff. So we both love Jigglypuff. So I like that Screamtail and Jigglypuff we both connect on. And Jigglypuff is also in Smash. And I love using Jigglypuff in Smash Brothers. But that concludes my video on the past and future forms of Pokemon. That was literally just me gushing about my love for Pokemon, and then you get to know who I am. I'm sorry if you were here for more of a comparison between the two games, but if you want more of that, I will give you an actual, real, proper breakdown. And if you have questions about the differences between the two games, please let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for being here with me on this journey of me looking into the past. And please, now back to this beautiful man, this beautiful version of me in the past.
Hi. That was a lot, but you stuck through all of it, and I want to thank you for that, sincerely. I've been Drosne, and thank you for visiting my castle. Goodbye.
Let's just do it on the fly.
Go.
Live. You know what? Subscribe, please. This is my first YouTube video, and this took a long time to make, and like I scripted this out. My beautiful friend over there is helping me edit this. Say hi.
Hello.
There's his hand. Isn't it gorgeous? So please support a local creator. Wait. Wait, you don't know where I'm from. I'm not local. But support me. And yeah. Thank you for watching.
With putting this away. Why are you silently behind the camera? You know you're part of this too. You're also on the channel.
Make sure I didn't.
Introducing everyone. Hello,
There you
this is
go.
my
Hello,
friend Liam
hello.
behind the camera.
That was it.
I'm not one of those YouTubers that's evil and is like makes their friends be silent protagonists. You're here. You're a feature.
Gosh, am I getting paid for this?
Cut the camera. Cut the camera.